Our precious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to live in this great country and to be citizens of the United States of America. We thank you for the many blessings that you bestowed upon us. We ask that you keep all the many men and women overseas defending this great country safe and free from harm. We ask that you be with the men and women in law enforcement, first responders, EMS, fire personnel. Keep them safe as they protect us. We thank you for the many blessings as we enter into this holiday season, and we ask that you with each and every one of us as we depart after we do the county business, and keep everyone safe on their trip home. It's in your name we pray. Amen. This time I'd like to ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'll call to order the December 11, 2018 meeting of the Hart County Board of Commissioners. For those of you watching at home, you can download the packet off the Board of Commissioners website and follow along with us. I'd like to welcome everyone here, and the first item of business tonight is to approve the agenda. I do know that there are some changes.
Yes, sir. Let's add two items. One is citizens picking up trash on the roads themselves, and us going to pass to deposit that trash at the convenience centers.
Okay.
And the other one is to amend the no through truck ordinance.
We're going to wait on that one.
Going to wait on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I have in just that one.
Okay. Could I get a motion that we approve the agenda as amended?
I'll
A
second.
motion by Commissioner Oglesby and a second by Commissioner Sayer. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Next item of business is approve the minutes of the previous meetings. We'll take the November 27, 2018 regular meeting minutes first. Could I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion we approve.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Sayer and a second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Now we'll do the call meeting minutes from December 5th. This was when we got out on roads. I could get a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion we approve the minutes December 5th.
So I have a motion by Commissioner Sayer and a second by Commissioner Carter. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Remarks by invited guests, committees, and authorities. We don't have anyone. Reports by constitutional officers and department heads. Mr. Patrick, if you'll come forward and give us your quarterly report.
Thank you guys for having me. Take a few minutes of your time just to kind of go over a few things here. Kind of hit some high spots. We are current with everything with the assessor's timeline, but just a couple high places. As you know, the bills due around the 20th. We are fielding quite a few phone calls with that and assisting the public. That's normal procedures, but it's just kind of the high traffic area right now in the office. Main point of interest is I will be asking my board to approve the 2019 pre-built mobile home digest this week. I'd be glad to give Terrell the totals on that as soon as those guys approve them next Tuesday. That has to be out according to DOR regulation by January 5th. I will turn it over to Burl as soon as my board approves that next week. I think last year the total on that digest was around 23 million or something like that. So it'll be somewhere in that ballpark.
So relatively flat compared to last year.
There won't be much change.
Okay.
Yeah. The other area, Missy will mail out 235 conservation use renewal letters. We're expecting around 300 or so to apply for CUV in the upcoming year. It's kind of another big area. They're concerned with office folks coming in and having to get everything approved and get those people, see if they qualify for that program or not. So we have had, I was just talking with Jerry and David about some of the sales. We For the month of June, just today, we got probably as many transactions where money was exchanged as we've had all the months together so far. But that's where we're at now, is in June with those PT 61 transfers. And it looks like July and August looks about like the same way. There's going to be quite a few more sales, it looks like, this year than what we've worked with over the past couple of 3 years. I don't know how they're looking for value yet, up or down, but it does look like there's quite a few transactions to be looking at this year. So that's good for Hart County. Appeals, Joel, you had asked me last month, or my last quarterly report about the Superior Court appeals. We only have at this time, one Superior Court case. That's Aaron's, that'll be potentially going to court in February. Juniper Court, which is a limited income housing facility, is going to a hearing officer. And I don't know what the outcome will be of that, and could potentially be going as well. But those are the only two. Everything else is final. But unless you guys got questions, there's a few high points that I want to touch base with you on. Oh, I do know one other area I wanted to talk about. We'll be advertising or putting advertisement in the paper on our website, on Q Public's website, about us being out and about, reviewing permits, reviewing the rural land this year. We'll be out there till early May when we send assessments out. We'll be notifying the public, and I just wanted to mention that tonight. Also for the ones that may be watching, that we will be out and about. We got the shirts with our logos on it, the badges on the cars, and we'll all be wearing the badges too. But we just like to notify everybody, let them know ahead of time we'll be out there. If they got questions of who it is, they're around about on their properties. So.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Mr. Gordon?
No report tonight. Thank you.
County Administrator's report?
No report tonight, sir.
Chairman's report. Got several things to cover. Commissioner Teasley is not with us tonight. He had a personal matter that was pre-planned, so he's not going to be here with us tonight. I attended the IBA meeting, obviously as a BOC representative, on Monday, December the 10th. The IBA took action to appoint Kevin McCraney to fill the position vacated by Mr. Doug Cleveland. Kevin had been serving on the IBA in his capacity as President of the Chamber of Commerce. He will be vacating that role and moving in to take the at-large appointment role. Mr. Bill Lear was also reappointed. Wayne mentioned tax bills are due December 20th. Just want to remind everybody of that. And the Christmas parade that was originally scheduled for this past Sunday, December the 9th, will be December the 16th. We as a board are all going to ride together like we did last year. And I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's getting close to that time, and a jolly old fellow will be coming down the chimney to see all those good kids, those good little boys and girls. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. That's all I have under Chairman's report. Commissioner's report, District 1.
Nothing, Chairman. Just want to wish everybody a happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and safe on the holiday.
District 3.
I have nothing this time except for the fact that I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if the meeting goes right, this will be our last meeting for this month. So I'd like to extend that to everyone.
District 4.
Yeah, I'd like to say the same. Wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That's to everybody. And not to forget about the dedication of the Veterans Park. I think that's December the 15th at noon.
Yeah.
I believe it's at noon. I got a question about the orphan counties, and have we got any information about that lately? About the appeal or whatever going on?
They did file an appeal. We got notification of that, but I haven't received any other information since then. There was I can't remember, it was a 45-day period. They had to make a decision whether they're going to listen to the appeal or not. But I haven't been notified of any changes from their original decision.
Okay, so we don't have to respond back to none of it?
No.
I know Franklin County said they had to respond back to something they got, and they done that about the middle of November.
Yeah. No, there wasn't any request for a response to it whatsoever. It was basically the same thing they had filed before. I read through it. I couldn't tell any significant difference in what they were saying from what they said originally.
Okay, that's all I got, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, moving into old business, item 12. First item of business is Board of Assessors vacancy interview. We had voted that we would interview our lone candidate tonight. Unfortunately, this individual had a conflict and is out of town. So what is the board's pleasure on how we're going to handle this situation? We want to reschedule this for the first meeting in January?
I make a motion, we reschedule it for first meeting in January.
Okay. Have a motion by Commissioner Sayer and a second by Commissioner Oglesby. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Item 12B, amendment to section 2-26 regular meetings. This is basically changing the time from 5:30 p.m. on the second and fourth Tuesdays for our meeting time to 6 p.m. Can I get a motion to accept this as a second reading? Have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Carter. Okay. I wasn't sure I just heard. Mr. Gordon, anything you'd like to add to that?
Yes, I had a question, and you may not have to tackle this right now, but you got one more reading before you can adopt it. And the way I've got it right now, that's blank, pending you're possibly having another meeting in December, but it would not, whatever it is, it would not be a regular meeting, it would be a call meeting. We had originally thought that this ordinance would, or the amendment would take effect on January 1. So my real question is, when would you like to make it effective? Let's assume that you don't have another December meeting. You want to say February 1?
Probably the second meeting in January.
Second meeting in January? That'd be fine. Thank you.
Have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby and a second by Commissioner Carter to take this amendment as a second reading. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Next item on the agenda is a LMIG road list for 2019. As I stated earlier, December 5th, we as a board got out and rode the worst roads in the county and the ones that we identified. District 1, McCurley Road, District 2, Yacht Club Road, District 3, Rockdale Road, District 4, Langford Road, Cleveland Mill, Part 2, and Lake Club Drive. District 5 was Ben Maxwell Road, McCurry Road, and we talked about Bethany Bowersville Road as well. Ernest Oliver was also talked about, but we decided we're going to try to get that with money out of this year's LMIG that was left over. That section that was bad, so that's not on the list. It's approximately 14.7 miles, and we may, depending on funding, may have to trim this back, but we'll get a motion that we go ahead and approve this as our LMIG list for 2019. Have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby and a second by Commissioner Sayer. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Next item on the agenda is a cancellation of the second meeting in December. That will be Christmas Day, and standard practice is we typically cancel that second meeting because it's usually Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Could I get a motion that we cancel the second meeting in December due to the holidays? Have a motion by Commissioner Carter. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Sayer. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Now we're moving to item 13, new business. Item 13A will be beer and wine license renewal. This will be our Class A class. We'll take these separately. This will be on-premise consumption for restaurants. We have Tilly's Tiki Bar and Grill, Hartwell Golf Club, and the Lake House Tavern. Everything in order?
Everything's in order.
All right. Have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. RC?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Motion carried unanimously. Next item under new business will be Class B beer and wine license renewals for 2019. This will be off-premise consumption. Max Saver, Royal Foods number 4, Royal Foods number 8742, 29 Royal Food Store, Vanna Country Store, Mini Mart and Dewey Rose, and Nazmine LLC. All those are in order as well.
They're correct.
Get a motion to approve.
Is they two Vanna Country stores? Well, you got two different names on here.
On Vanna, it's probably going to be a
If you go back in
typo
here,
on my part.
when I was looking over this, I seen the last one in here has got the name Nazmine Sultana, and it says Vanna
Yeah,
Country
yeah.
Store.
The Nazmine LLC,
Yeah,
that's connected with the Vanna store.
that's the what?
That was connected with the Vanna store, Vanna Country.
I thought it said with Vanna.
No,
Well, then we missing something.
Nazmin LLC is on Bolton Highway.
That used to be M&M.
M&M, be M&M, it used to be M&M.
Used to be a Midland store.
But it's not listed
No,
on,
it's further out. It's at the end
Further
of
out.
Eagle Grove School.
it's not listed on here.
Yeah, Midland store.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was Milford originally. It was.
Yeah, original Midland store, yeah.
That name's not listed on there, so I wanted to,
Well, that's the reason I got Gene to include the face sheets with them.
Nobody yet.
I make a motion we,
Approve.
these, yeah.
Have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Sayer. Any more discussion on Class B beer and wine license renewals? Not. Public comment? Not. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Okay.
Motion carried
just-
unanimously.
Just a note to this, for the folks that's renewing their license, they'll be ready Thursday morning. That'll give Gene tomorrow time to get everything ready, so they'll be ready to pick up Thursday morning.
Okay. Item 13C, Franklin Hart Airport Authority Board vacancy. Mr. Dick McSpadden resigned. We've got his resignation in writing. Can I get a motion that we advertise this vacancy? I have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sayer. Any more discussion? Public comment?
we're gonna
That's
advertise.
usually the guy right there.
Huh? We'll just have to advertise it with our other openings.
We're gonna advertise in January with the rest of the.
Yes.
How many positions got open? One?
Just one.
Okay.
Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Carried unanimously.
He wants to get involved in the.
Item 13D, Language Access Plan Resolution Adoption. This will be for a CDBG block grant for the Water and Sewer Authority. Can I get a motion that we approve?
I'll make a motion we approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Sayer. Is there a second?
I'll give you a second.
Second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion?
Is there any cost associated with it?
No, this is one of the requirements for getting federal money. When we get across the next item two down, you'll see basically the same thing for the transit.
Transit.
Yeah, I know we proved that for Trent last year, or last 7 years, I guess.
This is a new requirement for any federal money.
Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Ricky?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Motion carried unanimously.
We need to take a nap, though.
Item 13E, same situation, Transit System Title VI Plan Adoption.
So
Okay.
moved.
A motion by Commissioner Oglesby to adopt. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Next item on the agenda is board appointments for terms that expire at the end of this year. There is an appointment on the Board of Assessors, Board of Health, Joint Development Authority. The Industrial Building Authority has already been approved. Those are filled by the IBA, so that one will need to come off. As well as a Chattahoochee RCMD. That's a tongue
That's a
twister.
mouthful.
Can I get a motion that we advertise these openings per our policy?
We got to ask Avita. We don't have anybody on that board, unless it's mixed. We hadn't had nobody on that board in a while.
Right.
RC&D takes two people.
These are ones
term's up.
expiring.
Just one term's expiring. The other
When I
term
looked on the website, it said vacant, there wasn't nobody on it.
on Avita.
No, on the RC&D. RC&D takes two.
Well, you got you,
I'm not on it.
well, RC&D, well, I'm thinking about Jordan Mountain. There are too many initials out here. But as I recall, there's two, you're right, there's two people,
Yeah.
but they stagger when they expire.
You talking about GMRC?
No.
Bill Chafin's on
Yeah, he's on
GMRC.
RC&D too. But
Okay.
they-
Yeah, he's on two different boards.
Yeah, they take two people on the RC&D, and I don't think nobody's serving in that other position. I looked it up on the website, and I couldn't
Bill,
find nobody.
sir, Mr. Moore?
He was GMRC.
I'll have to go back and look and check. I called myself double checking them. I got LaWanna check back behind me too.
Well,
just to be
while
sure.
we're advertising, let's get all our open positions. We'll put that in the form of a motion, that get them all done.
These were appointments that
Expire.
expires.
Yeah, these expires. We've already advertised these. These were advertised back during the January of last year. She's correct, however. These are people that has turned in to be appointed or reappointed. Their term expires at the end of this month. The Board of Assessors, Board of Health, and the Chattahoochee RDC, they expire at the end of this month. And those people that you see listed there have expressed, have filled out paperwork and should be included in your packet. Request can either be reappointed or for consideration for a position on these boards.
We'll just take them individually then.
Okay.
So we've got the Board of Assessors, Mr. David Thompson. Can I get a motion that we reappoint him to the
I
Board
make
of
a
Assessors?
motion to reappoint him.
I'll second.
A motion by Commissioner Sear, second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Congratulations. Thanks for the job you do too, by the way.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Board of Health, Dr. Anthony Lyle. And we also have David Donaldson, RN, and David Leard.
No, Dr. Lau did not turn in any paperwork to be reappointed.
Okay. I say let's hold off on that one, if that's okay with everybody, because there's only one position, right? Or is there two?
You got one position, two applicants.
That's what I said. One. That's why I'd rather hold off on that one.
Okay.
I'd like to know why Dr. Lau's reapplying. Chesty, RC&D.
Like I say,
There's
Mr. Chafin's on now and has expressed interest to be
being
reappointed.
reappointed. Could I get a motion to reappoint Mr. Bill Chafin?
So moved.
Have a motion by Commissioner Carter. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Sayer. Any more discussion?
We need to check that, make sure we don't really need some other.
I'll double check it. If I do, I'll bring it back for the next meeting.
Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. And then the Joint Development Authority, there's two appointments. Mr. Roy Crocker has expressed interest in being reappointed. His term will be expiring, and Mr. Vernon Edwards' term is expiring. And did he respond?
No. No, we haven't got anything from him.
Justin Corbett's also expressed interest in filling that position, so
So moved.
that we reappoint Mr. Roy Crocker and Justin Corbett. Okay. Have a motion by Commissioner
I'll second.
Oglesby, second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. If we could, if that's all right, everybody, we'll just put the Board of Health on first meeting in January. Okay. All right, next item on the agenda is neighborhood trash pickup policy. I've had several inquiries where citizens go out in their neighborhoods and pick up trash on the side of the road. They want to take it to the convenience centers. They have to pay to do that. They're actually helping us out by doing that service. And we really need to develop a policy to address this. And one of the things I thought about, and we can just throw this out there for discussion, but basically having it meaning before they do it, coordinated through the county administrator's office so that we're aware of it going on. And then we'd have to coordinate through the convenience centers as far as them taking the trash bag there. And then we'd obviously have to limit it to a certain time period, maybe once per quarter. Don't want to put any additional workload on Terrell, but I mean, that's something that maybe Gene could coordinate.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way we've done the year, we have the yearly cleanup thing. That's pretty much the way we do it. We give them a pass that says what they're doing, that they can take to the transfer station with them, and in the transfer station knows about it, and they good to take it without charge. Something similar should work the same way.
Is everybody okay with that? I would like to see that in a written policy, if we could develop that.
Okay.
But as far as something so they can move forward and continue to do these cleanups, especially on the holidays with people coming in, a lot of people wanting to do that. So can I get a motion that we approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Sayer and a second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion?
I do have a question. What was the reason for the limit per quarter? I mean, if we got people gung-ho wanting to work, or we want to, and people get more trash on one road, and, you know, some roads are more polluted
Right.
than others.
I mean,
Just
more
some way of limiting it so it's not just, it doesn't seem to be repetitive. I mean, that was all. That's why I suggested that.
that's y'all's decision.
I mean, if that's adequate time, that's fine, but I just,
Chairman, would that be months per quarter per person or per road?
I would say per road, per quarter. And we can always go back and revisit. I mean, if we got
Right,
we
yeah.
got people who are going to be active and going to get out here and do this on a regular basis. I have no problem with it. I mean, they're doing the county a favor, saving us a lot of time. So,
yeah, I'm good with it.
okay, we'll just use that as a starting point and go from there. If everybody's okay with that. So I have a motion by Commissioner Sayer and a second by Commissioner Carter. Any more discussion? Public comment? Not all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously. Next item on the agenda is public comment. If anybody would like to address the board, if you'll come to the podium. Nobody for public comment? Can I get a motion that we go into executive session for personnel? Have a motion by Commissioner Oglesby. Is there a second?
I'll second.
A second by Commissioner Sayer. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried unanimously.
Yeah.